Hi, I'm Dana and I'm making another video about being autistic and having your period because I've done a couple, but number one, last time I made this video was when it was still cold and the weather isn't nice to have your period in right now. And secondly, I keep having people comment on the last one being like, that sounds like PMDD. I know, okay? No one else gives a fuck, okay? I've been to doctors multiple times and explained all of these things and they've also been like, oh, it sounds like PMDD. And I'm like, so what do we do? And they're like, you deal with it. You're a woman. That's what happens. And I'm like, oh, that's fabulous, thank you. Several different doctors, okay? Like, the thing with period healthcare and women's healthcare in general is most people don't really give a fuck. And when someone does give a fuck, they're just like, oh, there's nothing we can do. Like, it just doesn't exist. Like, I've known people who pass out on their periods. I've known people who go fully anemic. I've known people who cannot move while they're on their period because they're in so much pain and nothing hits it. Like, I've known people with genuinely severe period issues that still aren't taken seriously and still don't have anything done for them. So me going to the doctors and being like, I have sensory issues and I don't feel happy on my period, they don't care. There's nothing to be done for it. So I'm going to continue making videos complaining about it. So at the very least, I don't feel like I'm the only person that's like this, okay? I feel like this is also the first video I've ever made with my hair up. Because like I said, the sensory issues increasing on my period. That's the first topic we're going to start with. If my hair touches my ears, my face, or my neck right now, I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream and I'm going to cry and I'm going to have a full-on meltdown as though the worst thing in the world has just happened from my hair touching me. And that's why I do kind of like in some ways regret cutting my hair short, because when it's like right up here, when it's like when I've just had it cut, I pretty much have it cut to cater to, like, I pretty much have my hair cut to sit. Like, I've specifically found a hairdresser that like really listens to me when I'm saying like, I want this bit to here and I want this bit back here, like, because I'm having my hair cut to cater to my sensory difficulties. I like the way it looks, don't get me wrong, but it is also a case of like, if it's cut up here, I'm not going to be bothered by it for like 2 months, but then it grows out a little bit. Like, I haven't had my hair cut since the end of March, so it grows out that little bit and all of a sudden it's touching me in all the wrong fucking places and I'm already just not enjoying it in general. But then around 4 days before my period, I want to rip it out or shave it off, or I can't deal with it. I can't have it touch me. I can't have it down. I can't. It's horrible. And I've done fucking well today, but normally this chunk back here just falls down and then it's touching me all here and I can't deal with it. A couple of days ago, I was wearing an X-Files t-shirt that I've had for like, I want to say since like 2018. Like, I've had this t-shirt a long ass time, and all of a sudden the label was the scratchiest, most hellish item on earth and I had to cut it out. And like, I cut out labels on t-shirts semi-regularly, but now I'm looking back and being like, is that only a sensory issue that I experience when I'm about to start my period? Like, I don't feel like that is something that just like it feels like it's timed, you know? And especially with it being like semi-warm right now, like it's not even particularly hot. We've had a few like really hot days, but right now it's like a fairly nice temperature. And yes, I am just sweating in a way that I don't normally unless I'm like severely anxious. And that's a bit of a segue into my next little topic, because the way that my emotions are while I'm on my period is the thing that bothers me most. Like, I have some like reasonably low level pain. Like, I'm in pain during my period, but my cramps are definitely not like the worst thing in the world, you know? Like, if I really like focus on something and get into something, I can kind of forget that happening. I definitely don't experience all that much pain. But like, one of the things that really made me want to talk about this today is that there's a car going past really loudly. Now I am going to have to actually close my window, aren't I? Like, the big thing that made me specifically want to talk about this today is that this morning, one of the first big things that I like saw post waking up was a video on TikTok of a deer washing a cat with the fucking wise men say, that song over it. I burst into tears. I just started sobbing. Like, oh, it's so gentle, it's so soft, there is beauty in the world, and it just made me start crying. And I was like, I've got 2 days. I've got 2 days. I'll have 2 or 3 days of just feeling a bit off and a bit not great, but I can deal with it, and it could be anything. I mean, it couldn't be anything. Like, it's going to be my period, but I seem to like forget that happens every single month, and I'm like, oh, I just feel a bit off. That's okay, I'll live through it. And then I hit the day where something just takes me. It can be something I've watched a million times already. I can be halfway through a show and then something happens that I know is coming up and it just absolutely takes me out and I'm sobbing. It can be a TikTok video, it can be a friend saying that they're not feeling so great, it can be a video of an actor or an actress that I like just generally existing. I just burst into tears. Everything makes me fucking cry. Everything makes me feel like I have the emotions of a child again, you know? Like when I was a kid, every feeling that I had was like so big and so overwhelming, and it was so much to feel all the time, and I cried like constantly. Like anytime any slightly negative thing happened to someone in a show, anytime where you could like possibly feel a little bit empathetic towards someone, I would just burst into tears. And it feels like I'm having that all over again for like 2 to 3 days before my period, and to a point while I'm on it as well. Like my moods are a bit more up and down while I'm actually on it, but the run up, I'm so fucking sad and everything makes me sadder. And it's I think it ties in with like me being autistic and my general like trauma and mental health and all of that kind of thing, in that that's just the start, you know? Like the start might be a video of a deer washing a cat or Keely Hall laughing, but then I'm now crying and I'm having this like emotional release, and my brain is like, do you remember when your mum died? Do you remember when your dad died? Do you remember when your nan... Did you ever think about how like all the family members that you might actually want to speak to at any point are dead now? Like, and I have that a lot with a lot of different experiences and like various things. Like if I get really anxious, if I get really sad, my brain just brings up everything that could have ever possibly inspired me to feel that way, and I feel it about all of it all at once. But on my period especially, that is just triggered by the most random things, and it's fucking annoying, and it's really fucking tough to go through. And it's especially annoying when it's like, okay, so like every 3 weeks I just have a week that's like this. Fucking brilliant, awesome, like that's nice. And another one that I notice every single month, and it's only once my period actually starts that I'm like, duh, obviously, is I'm fucking ravenous. I want to eat everything. I want to be eating all the time. But also, the really fun part of that is that with like the whole ARFID, autism food issues going on, I don't know what the fuck I want. I don't know what I want, but I'm definitely hungry and I definitely want to eat something. So I will start nibbling on things, and halfway through I'm like, I don't want them, but I've already halfway eaten it, and this is just an insane amount of food waste if I get rid of it now. So I just force myself to finish it even though I don't even fucking want it, and I just sit there feeling a bit sick because I've eaten way more than I wanted of something that I didn't want to eat. And it genuinely just feels like I'm not as much in control of like my brain or the things that I'm doing, and it's just fucking hard, you know? And it's every single month, and there's nothing I can do about it. Because like people have also like told me to go on various types of birth control, and it's one of those things that I am absolutely fucking petrified of doing and don't think I'm ever gonna do, because everyone that I've ever known has had horrible side effects. You know, like I've done the Googling, I've done the watching people's videos, and I know that like statistically most people like do fairly well on birth control of various types, and there are like various different, like a good amount of different types that you can try. But I've known people from like personal experience with like every single one of them that I'm aware of that's had some sort of like horrible issue that meant that they were just bleeding for like 8, 12, 15, whatever many weeks at a time. I could not deal with that. That's the thing, is the side effects of any, like, I know that side effects are usually like quite rare and not everyone experiences them and all of that. I'm so fucking convinced that I would, and I'm also 100% aware that what I'm already dealing with isn't as bad as the side effects would be, for me at least, you know? Like, if it just took away my period and all of the feelings that come with it, that'd be lovely, but I really don't think that's what would happen for me. And it's very... yeah, like, I'm fucking petrified of change. I'm autistic. I don't do well with change. I don't feel my body very well, so I don't like it when suddenly I'm very aware of what's happening to my body. The worst, like, genuinely one of the worst things that I can imagine happening for me is having to be on my period for longer than I usually would be. Like, that would just be the fucking end of me. Because that's the thing as well, it's just like, it's so physically uncomfortable. I know I've made this video before, but there's new followers, you might have forgotten about it, I don't know, I'm going through it all again. Because there is no comfortable way of like dealing with your period. Okay, there is. I think that I would really like period underwear, but that shit's expensive. I don't have like £40 spare to buy 2 pairs of underwear, you know? Like, I'm aware that over time the cost is like it pays for itself kind of thing. Like, I already spend like a £5 a month on pads, but I don't have that money up front just in the moment to spend on that. So I have always gone for like the cheaper options. I was a tampon user for the longest time, like that was the thing that I've used for like the most amount of time. And then I I think it was when I went to Turkey. There was a point where I just like, I couldn't get a hold of the tampons that I liked, and I was like, I'm just gonna wear pads because I don't want to like deal with this other thing that's new and different and change. And I suddenly didn't have that nearly as bad of cramps as I did have. Like I was in so much less pain, so I stopped using tampons and switched to pads and was like, oh, okay, like it just causes me to be in significantly less pain. That's cool. But I don't like the physical sensation of pads. I don't like feeling something. I just, like, I know they're not dirty. I'm not trying to create any sort of stigma. However you deal with your period is however you deal with it, and like, good for you. I just don't like it, you know, like that is my current thing, but I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable. It's not good for me. I don't like it. I change it significantly more often than I realistically need to because I just find it so fucking uncomfortable. So I did try the Diva cup for a good long while. I don't understand how people use them. I don't think it was even specifically a Diva cup, but it was a menstrual cup. No. No. I fucking hated it. Like, again, I'm not trying to spread any stigma. I don't think periods are dirty. I don't think, like, you know, like, whenever I've talked about not liking them, people are like, oh, you get used to the blood. It's not the blood that bothers me. It's just the entire experience of the way that it sticks in them, and you have to, like, yoink. Like, I don't... It physically hurt me a few times, for one. Like, it's just not comfortable. It's not good. I don't like it. I dropped it while full in a public bathroom once. I'm not doing... No. So I am taking the route that I find the least uncomfortable, but it is still uncomfortable, you know? Like, there is no part of it that I don't find uncomfortable. I'm thinking about it all the time. I already struggle with, like, keeping myself fucking alive and doing the things that I need to and being a person and feeling generally okay on the day-to-day, like attempting to. And all of a sudden I have this whole extra thing that is like, I constantly have to think about it. I constantly have to, like, be sorting it and on top of it, and just... It feels like such a massive fucking thing every single month that just fucks with my entire life for a whole week. And then when it's over, I'm just like, great, that's going to come back again. But then once it's over, I also, like, forget that it's going to come back again. So every single month, even though it's the same symptoms and it's the same, like, it's all the same every fucking month, it's just a repeat of what happens. Every single time, I'm like, oh my God, what's happening to me? What's going on? I feel like shit. And it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. I hate it deeply. And on top of all of that, we've made it into some sort of, like, weird taboo subject that I'm not supposed to talk about, even though half of the fucking population experiences it. Like, every time I've made a video remotely like this or on this topic, I feel like I have to, like, apologise for being TMI. And it's not TMI. It's exactly what half of the fucking population are going through in one way or another, you know? Like, half of you are going to find at least some part of it vaguely relatable, and half of you probably should be a bit more aware and know a bit more and be a bit nicer to us about it, okay? I will give it also, it especially pisses me off that that we have, like, this societal thing of, like, yeah, people are bitchy while they're on their period. They just, like, PMS, man, can't control their emotions. They're so angry and frustrated. And it's like, no, I'm fucking sad. I'm just so sad. Like, all the time. Just be nice to me. Like, that's why I'm snapping at you, because I'm already fucking sad and you're being an asshole. I'm also, just before someone says it, because I didn't mention it, I'm aware that free bleeding's also a thing. I don't want to deal with the mess. I don't want to deal with it being on me. I don't want to deal with having to think about where I'm sitting or where I'm going or what I'm doing. And I don't want to walk around and trek fucking period blood around my house. I don't like it. Again, like, if that's what you do, cool. I don't think there should be any sort of fucking stigma around it. Do whatever the fuck you find most comfortable. I wouldn't find that more comfortable than just using a pad, you know? Like, I don't find that comfortable, but the other options I find more uncomfortable for me personally. So yeah, that is all I have to say. I'm gonna probably go and cry at some more TikTok videos now. That's why I don't listen to sad music, and a lot of, like, the shows and the movies and stuff that I watch aren't sad. Like, I'm already like that more or less on a day-to-day if something's a little bit sad. It's just that when I'm on my period, it doesn't even need to be particularly sad. It just needs to be something... It can be fucking anything. It can be cute, it can be gentle, it can be soft, like, whatever it is, I'm gonna have a fucking cry. So... As always, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok or Blue Sky. You can also find me over on Patreon to get access to the Discord. But, like, I say that, but you can also just message me anywhere and I'll send you the link to the Discord. It's a really nice place with a lot of really nice people. It's up to you. I also have Ko-fi if you wanted to help me out over there. And I'm also, I think this will be the last time that I'm going to link my Amazon wish list, because, like, the really important things that I really wanted to have been bought for me, and I really appreciate it. I thank you a lot. I feel just very vulnerable and awkward, and like I've been somehow, like, spoilt and like I'm asking too much, but also like it's just there, and if you want to you can, you don't have to. But a really genuinely massive thank you to everyone that has. I now have like the tripod that I wanted for when I do puppet tusk, and I have the nicest fucking cutlery, and like I just feel a lot more like sort of like settled and situated, and like I'm doing all right on a human adult level, and it's really fucking nice to feel that way. So thank you very much, but there's no pressure, you don't have to. It's as always with everything, you do not have to. I make videos because I wanted to meet people like me and find a community, and I've managed to do that with these, so I'm very much feeling rewarded by that. You don't have to do anything else, but also it helps me out. I do really appreciate it if you do choose to, but it's a choice you don't have to make, you know? Whoever you are, wherever you are, if you have a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year, and I will see you again in a couple of days.